Black Power, greetings. First and foremost, I want to thank our sisters, Sis Kamani and Sis Randy, for helping us out with the Break Bread Food program yesterday. We were able to feed a lot of people. We overstand a few vendors believe we were interfering with them and their ability to sell food, and by no means is that our intention. You know, we have a lot of homeless brothers and sisters out there still. We have other people who have places, but right now are going through, the economic hardships of living in LA and need something to eat. So that is our intentions with the Break Bread program. So hopefully y'all can understand the bigger picture and know, we're not trying to disrupt y'all business. Tomorrow, Black August 21st, is the beginning of the nationwide prison strike, which will take place from Black August 21st to September 9th. Black August 21st, as some of you may know, is the anniversary of Comrade George Jackson's prison rebellion. It's also the anniversary of the great prophet Nat Turner's slave rebellion. And it's also the anniversary of the only successful slave rebellion in history, which is the Haitian Revolution. So we ask all of you to support that, by boycotting, not patronizing a lot of corporations that are exploiting prison labor. I'm attaching the link to those corporations. Some of these corporations y'all use daily, if not weekly, like McDonald's, Starbucks, Walmart, and others. So please take the time and check out that link. And for the next 3 weeks, stay out those businesses. Brothers and sisters on the inside go hard. Everything from retaliatory justice against faulty prison guards to work stoppages, meaning they engage in no type of work for the next few weeks, which hurts a lot of these corporations that are pimping them on the inside, to refusing visits, refusing to go to court, turning down medical visits, to not using the phone, as the phone is one of the major ways they exploit families of those who are incarcerated, to deny a commissary, which is another way they exploit families of those who are incarcerated. So we're asking those of you on the outside to really consider and participate in how you can support, even just sharing links. I shared a couple links in the Africa Town group a little while ago. You can check out and share. But, some people say, well, folks who are locked up need to be locked up. But when you understand the criminalization of our people, everything from the war on drugs, where old white dudes get to make trillions of dollars off of these drugs, but yet they criminalize and penalize brothers and sisters out here on the streets for distributing the same products to political prisoners from the OGs in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, such as Matulu Shakur, Mumia Abu Jamal, Rochelle McGee, several others, the Move family, to more modern prisoners of war, such as Faison and Sibo. Faison been incarcerated 11 and a half years now on 2 bogus counts of criminal threats after responding to a hate crime in Wiener Schnitzel. The white sheriff deputy Felmer showed up and, took sides with the employees of Wiener Schnitzel, non-black employees, and decided to arrest myself and Faison. And after we went to court, because the so-called victims' witnesses didn't even recognize me, I was released. But because they stuck to the false report of Deputy Felmer, Faison's been incarcerated 11 and a half years of a 30-year prison sentence. That's why I also caution folks just reacting to these situations when we are dealing with non-black aggressors. We have to use some strategy in how we go about dealing with it. That's not saying to be non-violent in all situations. In some situations, we have to get violent. But in any and all situations, we have to be strategic. So please support the prison strike over the next 3 weeks. Also, in a couple weeks, the USC football games will resume. And last year, we tried to call some of you out to go with us and help disrupt the USC football games, as this is where they make millions of dollars, and USC being one of the main driving forces behind the gentrification here in LA. You know, all the way from Jefferson to, some folks are saying, as far as Manchester, Vermont to Crenshaw, or Figueroa to Crenshaw. You know, forcing a lot of us out so they can expand their Trojan empire. So this is one way to most definitely let them know they're not going to continue with business as usual while we are displaced, homeless, and going through hell. So, you know, really consider that for the next couple weeks and joining us over there. Also, as far as the update I put out last week concerning Subway Sam, a young woman had reached out to me thinking the unconscious man could have been her uncle. She followed through and found out it was not her uncle. So at this point, we still don't know the identity of the unconscious person. And as far as Subway Sam, the district attorney, you know, it's their decision at this point whether or not they're going to move forward with criminal charges. You know, we really don't care and really don't have confidence that they will prosecute a white person for violating a person of color. However, we are still communicating with Greg Oreo, Subway Sam's neighbors, and they are still uncomfortable with his presence. They said the past week he's gotten cocky again, you know, walking around like an asshole. So we most definitely are going to follow up and see how we can support them. But a couple days ago, y'all saw us respond to the false call that was put out about Richard Spencer and the alt-right coming to Inglewood. And at this point, we may very likely see or hear a lot of that happening as they try to throw us off. But at one point, one of these calls will be real. So we need more people to be on guard and pay attention to these situations, because they most definitely are going to get more aggressive with what's happening. You know, we've been warning a lot of you for the past couple years who are welcoming your new white neighbors, and just letting y'all know history shows that most of them are not coming in good faith. Most of them are coming, you know, this gentrification is an aggressive move, and they are monitoring you. They are giving reports. They are taking note of your habits, you know, which black folks still occupy which residences. So we need y'all to, you know, be conscious on a similar end and take note of them. But that's what it is. Again, tomorrow the prison strikes begin. We need y'all support. You know, boycott, reach out to your loved ones who are incarcerated. Let them know what's going on. Let them know how they can get involved. Black power, long live Mac Capone.